Jatorka.
Yeah, but he's full of spirits. You know, when he's living there anymore, all the spirits are still running around.
Oh, shut up, Comanchero. Cut the fussing, will you? Captain's been through this whole stinking valley. There ain't nobody gonna find us in that ghost town there.
But if there's a town with ghosts inside, where do we want to go?
I'm gonna break your head. I already told you. There ain't no spirits and there ain't no phantom ghosts, so get a move on.
Scarabees, what a move. I hope you know what to do.
Let's make it 1,000.
Did he say 1,000?
Mm-hmm. You don't mind if I up it a couple of thou.
That's fair. 2,000.
Well, got 6 wild aces.
Well, I got his 6 aces beat. Here, big boy, what do you think of this? That's a bunch of bull's poop.
Get your bony hands off that plate. I ain't spoofing. I got 6 wild aces.
Yeah, but I got a royal.
Hold it. One move and I'll plug you. A gun wins in firearm poker. Yeah, well. Hold it, everybody. If you move, I'll blast you.
Wait a minute, I got pee.
Crack in the building. Gee, Tuppy.
Whiskey.
Sure. There you go.
Ugh, disgusting rot. Where'd you get this pot scale liquor? Go find the Star of Arizona.
She's in the toilet.
Hey, been off with a little hooch, partner.
Had the bartender set it up. Sorry, chicks, but I ain't the man for you. I already got my girl.
Ne conosco tante che non so più meglio me, che liriche brillanti sono tornate dai tournée. A fortuna si è capito, un coppettavolo si fa, che fatica chi è tacita, che risorse può sperare. Se adesso smuovete che l'epoca che vuoi. Addio mia bella Napoli, mai più ti rivedrò. Perderai, ti rabusciamo. La mossa! Che l'odorze di mio marito non si può più sopportare. Legge cos'ero vestito, non ci mettere a cantare. Tutto è pronto, sto aspettando una scrittura per firmare. Non appena che mi danno, vado fuori a debuttare. Sì. Oh, scelto un nome eccentrico, Nini Tirabusciò. Addio mia bella Napoli, mai più ti rivedrò. Perderai Tirabusciò. Addio mia bella Napoli, mai più ti rivedrò. Perderai Tirabusciò.
Come here, Red, my little chickadee. Go, let's go, honey. Let's go, me Teddy. Do you know who Marianne is?
Yeah, she's my girl.
Hold it, Fingers.
Hey, what? change territory, kid, or I'll put a bullet between your... Fudge! I'm gonna bop you good, Timothy Stone. And I'll feed the coyotes and the vultures with the dirty carcass.
Oh, darling!
Back off. Okay, buckwheat. You've just had your last look at Mary Ann. Get him in the gut, Bill!
Oh, what's that?
Huh? It's music. What are you stopping for?
In the music.
But you don't mean there's a ghost inside there fingering the pianola.
You said it, no? It's a ghost town.
Yeah, well, listen, if that's a ghost that's playing in there, I'll let you give me a shot in the mouth.
No!
Will you cut that out? You're making me jittery now.
Look how many spirit.
Huh? Oh, knock it off, spirits.
Drop your pistol, your gun, and put the hands. If you think you can fool me, you can't. Who are you?
You're talking to Kid O'Hara, the holy terror of the West, mister. So if I was you, I'd go cow flopping out of here while you're still in time. All right, honey, up you go.
I don't like being the sheriff.
What about me? I can't even shoot anybody.
Because I don't know how to fake a raspberry.
Yeah, well, I rasped better. No, you didn't. You never even budged.
I can belch real loud. That's fair, ain't it? Listen, O'Hara, I don't want to be killed no more. And next time around, I'm going to be the terror of the West. After all, my father's the sheriff of this town. It's only fair.
You seem to forget that the original terror of the West was my father. The fastest colt in all of Arizona.
Until he met someone a little bit faster than he was.
Yeah, an outlaw that plugged him in the back. Otherwise, who's the varmint who could do in O'Hara? That is Spencer O'Hara. No one could ever get the drop on him.
Balderdash!
Did you hear that?
And since he was like me, only I could be the holy terror of the West. And that's final.
The kids.
And to think you were getting excited over a bunch of snot noses.
Yeah, well, even kids can be ghosts, no?
What are you little varmints doing in here?
We got as much right as you got.
No.
Why?
Because this town is a ghost town.
You ought to be ashamed.
Yeah, well, now you'd better listen to Comanchero. If you ain't scared of ghosts, I'll give you something to be scared about. There's only one thing that's worse than a ghost, boys. That's the back of my hand. So you're gonna be good boys.
And girls. Go on, get us something to drink.
Get the booze, Butterball.
Okay.
There, now, you see, Comanchero, kids ain't that rotten after all.
Yeah, but it's better they leave this town.
Yeah, that's right.
Here you are.
Ah, what do you think I am, a pussycat? I want whiskey.
We always make believe it's whiskey.
There's no beer either?
There's no beer either. If you don't mind some warm beer, we can get some for you. Right, Tuppet?
Where?
What do you mean, where? Under the counter, in the corner. 2 beers, go on.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you, bad boy.
Don't
don't call that a thing, butterball.
Yeah. I don't care what your name is. Just get a couple of those sandwiches out of your shirt.
Ah, that's my snot.
Yeah.
It's his son. Hey, you! How about those 2 beers?
Coming up, sir.
Okay. He's got one with salami.
Yeah.
He's good.
Is that all you had? Well, I hope it ain't too warm for you.
Don't make no difference when you're thirsty. This ain't a beer. This is...
Okay, gang, take it!
Yeah!
You ready, fellas? Yeah! Go! Go! Go!
Who's there?
Me! Go! On your feet, Sexto! We're right behind you, kid!
Come back, you fool! Kids, I'll break their necks.
We are the terrorists, the terrors of the West. No one can catch us. We are the best. We haven't any guns, so we can't shoot back. We're the holy terrors of the jungle.
Hey, I gotta go! Stop! We can't stop now. How come you always gotta go piddle? Because Aunt Lucy keeps giving me onion juice. Says it's good for my kidneys.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. We're the terrors of the West. We got the might, we got the guts, we got the brains. And Kid O'Hara is the bossy old terrain. We are the terrors of the West. No one can catch us. We are the best.
Come on, Marianne. Don't just stand there. Help me, kid. So long. You're supposed to bring me to the front door of the house. I live way up, you live way down. And so? So I'm hungry. Goodbye.
Kid O'Hara.
Yep.
Listen, you could be a little more genteel. You can't go and treat a girl like that.
Sorry, honey, I'm too busy to fool around. Ho, ho, ho.
You're a phony! Good morning.
Hi, Butterfly.
You rode to Torca village this morning, but you left me here. You never take me.
Ah, come on. You're just a dumb female. I'm looking for some muscle.
But I could show you the muscle I got.
Yeah, but how about when you're supposed to clip a guy in the mouth?
I'll clip the guy right in his mouth.
Ah, will you cut that out? You couldn't hit a butterfly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, Mackenzie, but it's unprofitable. I'd be going against my own interest by extending credit on mortgaged land.
Yes, but nobody has any deed in that land.
Well, Mr. Wilson asked me not to extend the loan.
Whatever money I owe to Wilson was not guaranteed through mortgage. That land is still my property. You could grant me...
I could... You're asking a little bit too much of us, don't you think? I mean, Mr. Wilson is one of the bank's major shareholders, and he said no loan to Mackenzie.
I expected it.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I'll get it.
Well, I hope so.
I doubt that, Mr. Keaton.
Well,
Really?
Another refusal, eh, Mackenzie? It's pretty hard to put it over on old Keaton.
And loan sharks.
When you needed the loan, your tone was more cordial. There's been a change in the weather. Now you call me names. A loan shark. If I were a loan shark, I would have asked for interest.
Well, now you're asking for it. And how? You voted against my request for $5,000 worth of mortgage. You know my land's worth a lot more than that.
I don't care what it's worth.
You know very well why I asked for that loan. To put in new pipelines and irrigate the land. We're ready to go. The work's all completed. But you know, Wilson, sowing and planting takes time. Look, give me another 6 months and I'll pay it back with 2,000 interest.
You're taking me for an idiot. You've got exactly 1 week.
Dirty money monger.
That'll be enough of that. Sheriff?
Howdy, Mr. Wilson. Mackenzie.
I think you should know, Sheriff, that Noah Mackenzie owes me $4,500, and he owes me his gratitude. But so far, all I've received have been insults. He's got a week, after which you'll move into action. You are the representative of the law in this town. Then next week, either he pays or...
Without the county judge's authorization, I can't do a thing.
You'll get it. Good day.
Sir?
If I were a little younger, I'd give him a...
No, that wouldn't solve anything for you. You know that. I'm afraid he's got the law to back him up.
I mean, it ain't just for me. Think of all the farmers and their families I got working for me.
Yeah.
For all these years, they'd have to leave just like that. On account of that, no good...
It'll work out somehow. You still got a week's time, after all.
That's not going to change nothing.
I'm taking Stonewall for a ride, Ma. Don't be too late now. I won't. Can I come with you, kid? Why don't you take Mary's little lamb for a walk, okay? You're a bratty, hateful thing. And to think I even brought out a jar of marmalade, you ungrateful stinker.
Why do you think the captain sent you guys out here? To make sure there was no one in the darn town. Oh, for crying out loud, knock it off. You're getting excited over a bunch of loony kids, you are. And we scared those kids up plenty.
Yeah, everybody ran away. A ghost town is a ghost town. A ghost town is a ghost town. You know,
Yeah, well, there ain't no ghost here now. If the captain finds out about this. Doing here in the first place? I already told you. They were playing some kind of raspberry shootout. Well, kids can talk too, you know. What was I supposed to do? Blow their brains out? Wouldn't have been a bad idea. The captain can't afford the slightest risk. It'll be the biggest job he's ever pulled.
You know the one they call Kidoara?
Yeah.
He's the one to get.
Oh.
My grandmother always say, shoot the first bird and the others come flying down right away.
Relax, will you? It's the captain.
Howdy, Captain. Hey, Capitan.
How about a drink?
What's...
How should I know?
Are you certain that nobody seen you arrive? Well?
No. Us two got here yesterday, and he, when'd you get here, Shadow?
Never mind about that. You saddle bums wouldn't have been here in the first place if I could have found some real men. So you three are it, whether I like it or not.
Thanks, Captain.
First thing now, we'll go over the whole plan. Then we'll meet again when we're ready to go into action. Now then, listen to me closely. Within 2 weeks, the little wart gets out of prison.
You mean the midget?
Any objections?
No, How are you going
in the bank at River City. There's a gold deposit there worth well over $500,000.
Well, knock me dead. You don't mean gold ingots. Yeah, but you couldn't even put your foot in that place. Their vaults are like prisons.
It's like a prison. Is there anybody here who wants to go to prison?
That's precisely why we're calling Little Wart.
The old midget.
Now, we're going to be needing
1 old valise, a pick stick puller, 1 jack.
And a cart.
That we have already, no trouble. And rags. A whole bunch of old rags.
What for?
I'll tell you later. Now listen, all you puddin' If we manage to get into the bank, it's 'cause yours truly is the terror of the West. Yours truly and no one else. You shake on it?
We shake on it.
Gee, kid, how'd you figure out the plan? It took some thinking. Gee, a bank. The terror of the West rides again. When's it gonna happen?
My pa can't afford having kids stealing a bank now.
That's only because he's the sheriff, and sheriffs are always wanting to protect citizens. You're both stupid. We've got to get in that bank because the bank's got 60 golden bars worth $61.
$61?
Hard shot.
Let's go rob the loot.
Okay, now listen. This thing, in order to work, what the heck's going on?
It's only me.
Gee whiz, Tuppet. You might at least do that outdoors. We're here trying to concentrate on things while you're there.
How am I going to listen to the plan? If I do it outside, I can't hear things.
You're worse than a frog.
Okay, now listen. The only day to get inside that bank is on a Saturday, when all the stores are closed.
Yeah, only one store inside the bank. What happened?
What do you mean? The kid told you we robbed the gold.
During the night?
Of course. Otherwise, they'd see you, you dodo. We can't afford to make any slips, guys. This is a special bank robbery.
How do I figure in?
Don't worry, you got your part in this, but it won't be inside the bank. Okay, now please pay attention. To break in the bank, I gotta mail first out a suitcase to John Smith.
John Smith? Who's that?
Don't worry about it. I've got my special plan, fella.
What's going on?
Farmers are having it out with Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. I'll take this.
I'm perfectly aware of that. Let's be reasonable.
It's only my left clavicle. It's 10 years we've been tilling that soil, and we ain't gonna let nobody push us off now, especially when it's beginning to pay off.
Hey, the farmers are having it out with Mackenzie!
Pay our rent and give it up to harvest. And nobody else is going on that land.
We paid every last penny.
You've been honest, okay, but so are we, Noah.
All right, suppose we let Mr. Mackenzie get a word in,
We don't want words, we want facts.
You can say that again.
All right, now, hold it. We don't like getting pushed around.
For up to me, there wouldn't be
then
any.
who is it up to?
Wilson gave me an ultimatum.
But your land's worth a lot more than $5,000.
I know.
Well, then.
Listen, Mackenzie, we can get a county surveyor to estimate the value.
No, unfortunately, the judge already gave Wilson the papers and told me to proceed.
Wilson bought off the judge, too.
Take it easy now. Watch it, Mackenzie.
I ain't afraid of the truth, Sheriff.
Yeah, well, what do we do in the meantime? Starve to death?
That's right. I got a family to support, Mr. Mackenzie.
Believe me, friends, I can't do a thing to stop Wilson from taking over. I've tried everything, but he's got this town sewed up. I just can't raise that money.
Well, somebody better come up with that money, and fast.
That's the end of Crackers, Billy, Tart, and Louise. They're being kicked out of their house. Wilson, you dirty, vile, goat-eating hick. Boy, would I like to give you a bop in the mouth, hit you right in your blue nose. My paw would have showed that no-good goat-eater a thing or two. Come on, keep rubbing it. It's got to look worn out. Otherwise, the storekeeper, old Matthew, is going to recognize it. Hey, Lollipop, you got the address all written out?
Yeah, look.
Okay. Ow! What's going on?
Well, didn't you tell me to put a couple holes in the suitcase? To make him breathe.
First you make the holes and then you put them in.
And besides, I don't breathe with my behind.
Shush! Nobody said to put them in the suitcase yet.
Hey, kid, the stagecoach from Tucson's about to arrive. You're gonna be late.
Okay, don't forget to fire when it gets in.
But he don't know how to make a raspberry.
Doggone it.
They'll get over it. Make the holes. Hey, Tuppet, you know what you gotta do?
Sure, but why was I chosen?
'Cause you're the littlest, smaller than a pippin hole.
What's that?
Silence! You go into the satchel. Tart, get the provisions off of Butterball.
No!
Yes, it is fair. You give us some. Look inside his shirt. Give us that food. Come on. Okay, I got it.
Give me another.
That's what I got. Come on, I swear.
He hides them in his pants,
For
too.
Big Boy and Tuppet. You hungry?
No, I'm starving.
Tuppet, if you should get hungry around midnight, here's a couple of extras.
Okay.
Henry Luke Tuppet, ready soldier into battle position. All right, you mooses, we're set for the great mission. Don't forget the Alamo.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Little Tuppet goes in the old suitcase as the stage comes into town.
You're Tuppet's mother, huh? Isn't that right?
Now you're being silly, Tildy, don't you think?
How should I say your name? Tuppet or Tuppet?
What do you want to say, dear?
The Tuppet's sleeping in a valise for tonight, and he asked me to ask if that's okay.
You know what?
No. He asked if he could say it is Aunt Lucy's.
Oh, yes, of course.
I can say it's okay then?
Yes.
Bye. I gotta go to the bathroom.
What do you expect?
A truck.
Howdy, Judd. Whoa,
Watch your step.
Come on, Luke. What's wrong with you? Jeez, Heavy.
Mary, you do something with it. You know how to handle it. Come on.
Okay. Oh, will you shut up?
Come on, buddy.
Darling, what's wrong? Who hurt you?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm not very good at it. And yet, I like to sing.
Oh, no. All right. Let's clear out of here, folks. Come on, let's get on about our business.
Goes to the bank, Judd.
Oh, boy, they're shipping gold in suitcases now.
Hold it, Judd. These your papers for the sheriff. See you later.
River City Bank. There's a valise here.
Police. Sure it's for us?
Says so.
River City Bank. It's heavy, isn't it?
Ain't right.
John Smith. Who's John Smith?
What tarnation should I know?
What's inside?
No other bank gives greater security to its clients. It's obvious that a certain John... What was his name?
Smith.
John Smith. Appreciating the security we can afford him, would like his suitcase stored in our safe.
Well, we don't know if John Smith mailed it to himself. Someone might be sending him a parcel through us.
Now, that's an irrelevant detail. Whoever it was has faith in our bank, I'd say.
Yes,
Stanton, the suitcase stays here. And when I need you, I'll call for you.
Yes. Howdy, Mr. Warren.
Uh-oh.
Closing time, gentlemen.
See you Monday, sir.
Right and early. Bye-bye.
Shh, none of that. Is that you, kid? Who do you think it is, Abraham Lincoln? You got the ladder. Yeah, come on down. Hurry. Get down. How am I gonna reach it? It's too low. Just let yourself drop down, you goon. Well, can't you put it higher? You're finished as the holy terror of the West, I'll tell you that. Now get your can down here. I can't reach the ladder. Okay, I'll lift it for you. Get your foot up on the ladder. Get it to my foot. Hurry. Okay. Hold it a minute. Easy. What's the matter? You're heavy, doggone ya. What do you want me to do? Get off the ladder. Here I go. Ow. Did you get hurt? It don't matter. go check on Butterball.
Oh, what's wrong?
Help!
Do you have another nightmare, Edgar?
I'd been dreaming the most beautiful, magnificent, untroubled dream when the stupid painting had to go and wake me up.
What was so beautiful about your dream?
Well, I was admiring a cedar-lined casket with your mind inside it.
Of all the...
Oh, well, that helped a little bit. Hey, Lollipop, come on, will you wake up? Well, how come that you're already outside?
Oh, I put some sleeping powder inside the soup we ate last night. The only problem is that I had to go eat it, too. Oh, no.
Don't do that. Let's get Marianne. You know what you have to do.
Oh, stop fretting.
You sure?
I went over the whole plan. I know what I have to do.
Good. Hey, take it easy with that cart. Huh? Quiet, you bozos. You want to wake up this whole town? I bet you think you're funny, big boy, with that pigskin on ya.
It's a sheepskin, you silly goat.
Well, why?
I used it as a cover-up.
Well, take it off and let's get going. Let's go, Lollipop. Let's go. Okay, you wait right here. Let's go.
You think you're so tough.
Hey, Billy! Billy, you ready?
It's gonna take you an hour to answer. I'm ready.
Well, come on down.
It's scary.
Stop sniveling and get down. That's an order. Come on down.
Just unfold it like this. Will the sheet hold me?
Sure.
Come on,
Jump.
Billy. Couldn't you have gotten a stronger sheet? Yeah.
Catch. His hat. You could at least give me time to get dressed. You got your hat. Yeah, and a nightgown. Nobody's gonna chicken out.
I'm not chickening out, but if I gotta die, I want to die with my boots on.
Nobody's gonna die. That's good. Nice job, guys. This way nobody'll hear us.
Hey, look!
What, where?
Somebody's arriving.
Who the... Let's go behind the trough. Come on.
What are we gonna do?
Stop him, and that's what.
Shh.
Who is it?
It's too dark to tell. Looks like he's got a lot of hair over his eyes, though.
Get down. Get him! On it, boys. Let's go. Nosy buddy. I got him. You all gone crazy? Cut that out. What were you doing spying on us?
We ought to bop him one.
I'm Crackers. Can't you tell, you lame brain? Crackers? I had to come out through the chimney and got some soot on you. Oh, for crying out loud. Fireball into position. Billy Tart, just go. Marianne, you know exactly what you gotta do. Yes, sirree. Okay. You ready, Crackers? Hop on, everybody. Who's got a towel?
Use Apple Pie's nightgown.
Nuts to you. Shush up, everybody. You ready?
Yeah.
To the River City Bank, Stonewall. Ha, ha. Ha, ha.
Hey, Tubby. You ain't out yet? What the? Nice going, Tuppet. Shh. Oh. Will you wake up? Oh, yeah.
Quiet. Come on, get in. Will you stop chewing your cud butterball? Shh. Hey, I gotta go. Ah, no, you're kidding. After what you did in the valise, you still... Mm-hmm. Well, if you gotta, you can look around for a spittoon. A spittoon? Yeah, for once don't get it on the floor. You, over there, the window.
Gee, it's pretty dark. And we ain't got a lantern either.
Oh, yeah? What do you think this is, you smart aleck? I borrowed it from the station master. Hold it. Gee, it got me stuttering, too. Hold it a minute, would you?
How's it going? Hey, Tuppet, where's the spittoon?
There wasn't any. Shh! Keep a lookout, Tuppet. Okay. Shh! Here it is.
What do I do with the roller jack?
Big boy.
Yeah?
Put it through here. You got the pig stick puller?
Yeah, it's in the sack. I got it early this morning.
According to you, this is a pig stick puller?
No, it's a pig's foot. What is a pig stick puller anyhow?
Well, that's what they said. I mean, you should know what it's for. Turn the doggone thing. Let's go. Give me a hand.
Okay.
Okay.
What's that, Gabe? Yeah, what?
Huh? What's what? Pure gunpowder.
Hey, where did you get that?
What? Get back to your post. Go on.
Gee whiz.
Hey, where'd you get it?
I got it from a lot of old bullets that Pa had. I'm gonna need the butter now, Butterball.
Yeah, but I ain't got no butter.
Okay, guys, go to it.
Hold it.
Hey, that's not fair.
Here it is, I got it.
I was keeping it for an emergency.
Gee, a butter sandwich. What a slob.
Why are you mixing the butter in the powder for?
You want to get in the safe? You gotta put a hole in it. So I'm fabricating a bomb.
Yo, what? A explosion. Hey, kid, if that butter fudge really explodes, you wake up the whole town.
Yeah, well, they said...
Who?
No, I see so.
What?
Quiet! If you pile the powder inside the lock real well, it'll fly out and leave the rumble on the inside. You're not making any sense.
It's gonna blow up
in his face, yeah.
You sure what you're doing?
Naturally. There. Okay, fellas, rise up to the glory of George Washington. Up. Hey, there she goes.
Yeah.
Get below!
Below what?
Below anything, it's gonna blow up!
too small.
Oh, go on. Oh, you slob.
It was too tight.
Look at that.
The sheriff! Get back! Where are you going? Get going. Let's load up the gold and carry it out there.
Well, what about the sheriff?
That's Mary Ann's department. Careful not to leave any traces. All right, now you go to the window. Apple pie on the other side. Okay, let's line up, fellas.
You all right?
Oh, Mama. You're not my Mama.
No, afraid I ain't your mama. But don't worry, honey bunch. I'll take it straight to her.
I'm all right now, thank you.
You sure?
Yes, I gotta get inside without waking up my ma.
Do your folks know you're a sleepwalker, Mary Ann?
No, if I told my folks, it'd only make them very scared. But I read in an old book that once I give birth, I'll be getting over it all.
Once you give birth, you'll be...
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's it. Come on.
Look at the clock. It ain't even midnight yet. When you plan a job, you gotta have all the details in your head first.
Yeah, you're really the terror of the West.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. You guys all gone crazy or something? You want to wake up this whole town with your lousy singing? Maybe you guys think this bank robbery was just horsing around.
Well, what are we gonna do with all this gold anyhow?
Just don't you worry about it. The gold is eventually going back to the bank. Although we robbed the bank, it don't mean we're robbers. I mean, we pulled the job just to show that we got the guts.
Yeah, but we got the gold, too.
That's right, and we're gonna hide it tonight in the ghost town. Yours truly, Big Boy and Tim. The rest of you hightail out of here, and not a word to anyone. I'm warning you now. Not even if your folks whip you with a dingleberry bush. Come on, kid. Hey, kid, what?
What's a dingleberry?
It's a fruit with needles on it.
Oh.
Ha!
Can't you peel a dingleberry?
Not if your ma pulls down your pants and makes you sit on them. Ha! Ha!
Tuppet! What happened? Weren't you at Aunt Lucy's?
Aunt Lucy told me that I keep going to the toilet, and she can't sleep because of me.
Oh, that wicked woman. Imagine sending a child through the village at night. She'll hear from me, though. Come, Tuppet, darling. You'll feel better with a little bit of onion juice. A nice big glass of onion.
Billy?
So, your breakfast first, then outside to cut some wood. Then off you go to the general store. There are chores to be done, you lazy oaf.
All I slept was 2 minutes.
Oh, my God! They're rough!
Go! Take it easy, Mr. Keaton. Remember your heart.
What's going on here? Let me through.
Relax, your heart.
Everybody outside. Hey, Nelson, Mulligan, Peter, we got to get a posse together. Let's get started. Gonna have to cover this whole canyon.
Hey, listen, Sheriff.
Come on now, this ain't kid stuff. Be a good fella. Let's go.
We're ready, Sheriff. Hide, men. Let's mount.
Oh, poor guys. I really feel sorry for them. They won't ever find out it was us.
Yeah, the only thing is, my dad's got to do all that work for nothing.
Oh, cut it out. It's the sheriff's duty. He gets paid for it, don't he?
Can you imagine if they found us? I just read the story of Jesse James and his brother.
Yeah? What about it?
Jesse and the others, they all got it in the end. They were either killed in the shooting fight or hung by the neck.
Holy smoke,
There's nothing to worry about. If you should be hung for it, I'll go write a romantic novel listing the deeds you've done.
Why aren't you going to be hung along with the rest of us?
Because of the principle of the thing. Huh? Because you just don't go stringing ladies up by the
All
neck.
right, let's cut all this squabbling. You've my holy word. Why don't we just give the gold back?
They'd whip us good with the dingleberry bush, and we'd feel it for the whole week.
Don't worry about it, kids. So long as O'Hare is still the holy terror of the West, there'll be no dingleberries and no hanging.
Still under shock.
What'd he say?
No, this is sincere moans, poor man.
How'd they get in?
He'll be in
Yeah, I know. Here comes the sheriff.
There ain't one trace of them. We covered the whole canyon. Here, they're professionals. There's no doubt of that.
It's too difficult for you to find them? Telegraph Tucson. Maybe you could use a little federal aid.
And once you get your federal sheriff in town, you'll be asking us to show him the trails leading out of here. I'm sorry, Keaton. We're doing all...
What a cruel destiny. My career...
Go, stop it, Keaton.
It's your fault. Your fault. If I hadn't listened to you, we would have had insurance and all of that gold.
Stop being hysterical, Keaton. The truth, Keaton, is that just about anyone could have broken through this antiquated relic you insist on calling a safe.
Oh, this is too much. I can't take it anymore.
They sure pulled the wool on us. When they brought the valise here last Saturday, they had the thing already figured out. Obviously, they put someone in the valise that was pretty small, who poked his way out and opened the door to his accomplices.
Gold deposit stolen from River City Bank. One of the thieves actually delivered to the bank in a suitcase.
Howdy, Captain.
Get out of my way.
Hey, Montana, the captain rooked us. He faked us out.
Cut the bull, Shadow. Captain's waiting for us at El Paso.
There is always something. My poor grandma always tell me...
blast your grandma. Keep it up, I'll break her leg. Now, let's get moving.
Oh. The captain's gone. He pulled a fast one on us, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, I ain't of the same opinion. Let's go.
But you'll find out. It's always the same story. Bad luck all the time. And now you want to break my grandmama's leg.
Ah, shut up.
Here. Yeah. Here.
Yeah!
Sheriff.
Hi, Billy Todd. How you doing?
Fine, sir. I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah?
When you put hands on robbers of the bank, what are you gonna do?
I tell you, Billy Todd, I just put a noose around their neck and let them dangle.
You'd let them dangle?
Yeah, with this rope, son, you can hang a critter that weighed over 2.5 tons.
But supposing a kid...
What you rattling about? You got some idea, maybe? Huh?
Supposing a robber confessed, would he still get hung for doing it? Would he?
Depends on whether his testimony helped to recover the gold or not. He could get off light. But But why are you asking me all these questions? What did you find out?
I gotta make a confession.
A what?
An important statement.
All right, kid, come on.
Hey, Sheriff.
Yeah?
This goat herder said he saw some men going through the canyon.
How many?
Fathom.
Billy Tart?
Yeah, he's in the sheriff's office right now.
Shh. Maybe we're still in time.
They even look like thieves.
Uh-huh. And they were armed, you say, huh?
No, they were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 dark horses. And they all had guns.
Yeah, in the canyon, right?
Absolutely. They're approaching the canyon. And they look suspicious, like dirty, thieving outlaws.
Thanks a lot. You saw us going through the canyon.
I should have known better. Come on, you drunk.
Now, what were you saying, Billy Tart?
Huh?
I'll strangle the bank robbers.
What are you saying?
The ones who robbed the bank.
What's going on? Make all this commotion. Cut that out. Ain't you kids got nothing better to do?
Sorry, Sheriff. Guess we got carried away.
It won't happen again.
All right, now, go on, scat. Okay, so what were you saying, Billy?
The bank the ones who
Get it out. Come on, boy. The one who...
The ones who...
Hey, Billy!
Who did that?
Will the bailiff stop licking the accused and return to his place? Thank you. Now. No. You must not ask to make duty when a man's on trial, Tuppet. Now will the state prosecutor kindly conclude his case?
We are dealing with a lowly traitor who should be hung.
Hang him! Order! Silence! Order! Or I shall have to throw you all out. Timothy Stone, attorney for defense, speak your piece.
I refer your honor to this here jury. Now, my client is a traitor, no doubt about it. He's a spy, and he admits to it all. So with a heavy heart, I appeal to the court and ask that he be hung by the neck.
Let him dangle!
You've got a great career ahead of you.
I want to take everything out. I'm closing my account. I don't have to talk to the manager. I know what I want to do.
I got until midnight tonight to pay Wilson. Please, Keaton. I know everything will work out right if you let me have that loan.
You know you're talking to someone who's in the same precarious position that you're in. I'm a poor man. Wilson's got the controlling interest in this bank. And he ain't about to go approving your loan.
We can't just sit back. Those farmers are being literally kicked out.
It ain't right, son. It ain't right. There's gotta be something we can do.
If you like, you can wait for the sheriff to boot us out. He's got the authorization.
We have to leave tonight. And by tomorrow, I won't be able to play anymore with any of you. Excepting you, Billy Tart. Your family has to get out, too.
Free the prisoner. We lower the rope in the name of George Washington. Glory, glory.
You don't know nothing, you say? Well, you want to know what I say? That those 3 bums of yours pull a job with another midget smaller than yours truly.
Yeah, they might have at that. You're not the only one around. There are other midgets.
Yeah.
Besides, they just let you out of prison last night. You and I worked together so many times. That's why I purposely waited to meet you at El Paso.
Yeah. You was wondering if they was trustworthy? Well, now you found out.
Don't worry about it. I'll find them.
We've got to get our hands on that gold bullion.
Find a bullion, you said? And look who's here.
You see what I see?
You see what I see, little wart.
And there's the midget sitting with him. When I get through with the captain, there's gonna be 2 midgets.
Take it easy, I'm a midget. Don't fit hitting me.
What's a thing or two? You wouldn't hit a woman, would ya? Hey! Get your hands off me! Go on! Laugh! Come on now, huh? Have another one! You like me, huh? Not bad, huh? Take that! Keep laughing! Let go of that one! He's mine! Take him! You'll pay for that! What? You pull his hair out! Oh, me? Yeah, you! This is gonna hurt!
Tell me, I'll strangle you. Either you tell me where you hid all that gold, or I'll...
You took that gold. You've been lying. You pulled that job on your own.
We what? If it wasn't one of us, then who could it have been?
Someone who knew my plan.
Maybe someone you got a little too friendly with.
I'm not friendly with anybody.
It could be some creep was spying on you when you told the idea today, bum.
It's that ghost town, you see, I told you. The ghosts hear the idea, and they steal it from you.
And yet we're going back to Torca, where there's no one to bother us, and where we're close to River City.
What's in River City?
That's where the gold first came from. And that's where our search is going to begin. Come on. Yeah. Ah.
Oh, God, I'd give him my right arm.
You can keep your right arm where it is, Sheriff, because I got the information that you're looking for.
Listen, I'm about to run out of patience, kid. Now you run home and be a good fellow.
If you ain't just talking, kid, by God, tell us. Tell us what you know, son.
A lot of imagination, that's what it is. He's pretty good at that. Even his friends call him the Terror of the West.
Well, I suppose that nobody would approve of what I did.
Well, then, confess your sins, brother.
All the gold that was in that there safe was stolen by yours truly and that bunch of no-good varmints.
Sheriff, how can...
It's true, Dad. We kids robbed the gold.
All right, let's move it, kids. I'm busy now.
It's a fact. No faking about it.
Really now, you robbed a bank together with these knuckleheads.
You mean experts.
I know what I mean. Now get going.
I suppose it's because you think we haven't got the experience that we didn't know how to pull the thing off. And yet, by Jove, we put it over on those 2-bit cowards who are going to steal it.
Wait on now. You meaning to say that this complicated robbery is done by kids?
Yes, sir.
Hold a minute, Sheriff. My word, so help me die, there's $5,000 reward to anyone who finds that gold.
Your gold's in Torca Village behind the counter.
Behind that?
Exactly, because no crook's going to go looking under a counter.
You heard the kid, under the counter. I don't believe it either, but you got to check it out.
Ain't no use talking truth to anybody who prefers hearing a lie.
Now hold it a minute. Now I'm telling you for your own good. If I gotta go to Torca Village for nothing, when I return I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna beat your heads in till you like this. Get out of the way.
Well,
Boy, was he mad. He won't be once he finds the gold. You know what I say, kid? What? If the sheriff gets the gold, then he also gets the reward.
So the outlaws are back in Torca. Those 2 we already saw, and another 3. One of which looks like he's littering in Tuppet. Except that he looks a lot older and he's got a face full of warts.
Holy smokes, if those critters locate the gold before we get there, it's the end. It's arrows and bows and off we go.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Hey, Timothy, get inside the house.
Oh, come on, I gotta go.
You gotta do like I say. Go on.
Hey, listen, Butterfly. You're not very much, but you're better than nothing if you want to come. If you do, you better hurry up. I shall hurry.
I'd like to know where these people like gold ingots.
There's one thing you can be sure about. They've got somebody ready to melt down those ingots.
Who do you figure they could be? There isn't a one single trace of them, and they got a bunch of sheriffs on their back.
Hey, there's some hombres coming, and they don't look like those.
Well, who are they?
I don't know, but they look like sheriffs. They're very ugly. It's the ghosts who call them.
This'll send them away.
Ah, cut that out. What can they pin on us?
The midget, they might think that he was the one. Yeah, because he could fit into a valise.
Let's go. It's better, no? My poor grandmother used to tell me, when you gotta go, no? I'm gonna esperar.
Will you cut that out? We can always say that we don't know who he is and that we never saw him before.
Bunch of punks, I'm warning you. I ain't paying for no robbery I didn't do.
Well, so you tried to get the drop on us, and we had to do him in.
Wait a minute.
Did you hear that? Get under cover. Get on the horses. Yeah, yeah.
Blundering idiots. I told you they ain't got nothing on us, didn't I? Let them take the doggone midget if that's what they want. Hey, where's it going?
You got out-tricked and by a midget, too.
Butterfly! Hand it down, Tart! Hurry! Come on! Crackers and you, Tuppet, on the ledge there. Apple pie and lollipop. Yes, sir. You two on the roof. Puzzle, you and me's gotta somehow get into that saloon. Billy, Tart, and Butterball block the back door. All of you ready to go when I give the signal. You got that? And I, sir? Blow out of here and stay out of trouble. All right, I'll make you a field nurse. Let's go, Stonewall.
Danged if I know what's going on here. I'm beginning to think those kids were right.
Looks like they were kind of expecting us.
It looks like they heard the kids talking about it. There ain't no other explanation, and they got to the gold before us.
I knew it. They're getting even.
What's going on?
What's going in, you mean?
Shadow! Yeah? Go take a look on the other side.
Get it out of his height!
Why, you...
What's going on out there, Shadow?
How should I know? All I did was stick my nose outside the window and I got bombarded like it was raining horse manure.
Curtis, listen. How are we going to get him to come outside of there?
Why don't we surround the saloon?
No. This is an ugly crowd. The minute you put your nose out, they'll mow you down. And there's no point in sacrificing anyone.
This thing just ain't got no rhyme or reason.
Hey, things got pretty silent. The critters are up to something.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ah!
Hey, what are you... There's something fishy here. Ow!
Let him in! Ooh! Get off me, you little monsters!
I got this little creep here that's swinging. Gotcha, you little ringworm. Come on, what are you doing? You crazy? Get sick!
Run!
Hurry up, I'll sit on him.
Let go, you! I got you, you little... Hey! Ah!
Hang on, butterfly! Here comes the terror of the West!
Look, no hands.
Give me a hat! Is the field artillery ready? Ready to fire on your signal! Fire away! Move out, men! Fire away!
They're bees! And they sting! It's the spirits!
Oh, my aching!
Your aching head! Oh, your ass aching all over!
Get out of here!
It's a bombardment! Let's get out of here! They're all over! Get out here! Get out! Will you let me get them?
Hey, do you see what I see?
Them's bees, Sheriff! Bees! Look for life, everybody!
I shouldn't have come west in the first place.
Oh, the gold. All that gold, all that gold. And it's mine, all mine. In you go.
Hey! They've been caught! His pa's got him now. They hightailed it out of here like the north wind.
What about that ghoulish-looking bozo?
The fat guy?
Uh-huh. I bet he's still in the saloon. Let's go.
Hey, you're gagging me! You're gagging me, you little... Get off!
Butterfly, who would have thought you that good at swatting? I am honored, Terror of the West. Hey! Ha! That sure ain't no butterfly.
Easy now, Sheriff. The egg whites will ease the sting a bit.
Hey, lady, smear a little bit on me. I'm the one who got the whole doggone beehive in the mug.
Yeah, where do you suppose we got bitten? Why, you rotten bunch of coyotes. When I get through with you critters, it'll be worse than a bee bite. All right, now, where's the gold? What gold?
The spirits are up the gold.
You took it. Ain't no doubt about it. You even got the midget.
If there was any poetic justice, I'd be a giant.
You in that valise and you know it.
You're being took, Sheriff. There's other midgets around. Besides, how would he get into the bank when he was still in prison in Yuma? You can check his release in the jailer's control book. Let us have a little of that egg white blood.
Go ahead. Give it to him.
Did you look under the counter, like the kids told you, inside the saloon?
We barely set foot in town, Mr. Keaton, when those critters started shooting at us.
There's something fishy about this, only I can't. Get out of my way. Let's hear it. What in tarnation were you liars doing in that ghost town? You said I was being took, huh? Let's hear it.
Well, I thought you were outlaws. There ain't nobody here who got proof against us, and you're gonna have to let us go. I'm Captain Sidney Fordyce. I'm not a common crook.
Hey, Sheriff!
Huh?
Obviously, you don't know the fat man's missing.
What are you talking about, Mary Ann? We caught all the ones that were there. What fat man? What's he like? Huh?
Oh, he was fat like that. A big fat sack. Ask him. They were together.
What are we gonna do?
How do you know that?
Because he was going to kill us. I remember it because while all of us were there in Torca on a raspberry shootout, the fat guy was going to kill us.
The fat guy and who else?
I can tell you who was there. Montana Jim and Coleman Cheryl were in a saloon with us, just like the kid said.
You little...
Let's get Montana. What good is it? He'll have taken all the gold by this time.
Sheriff! Yeah, well.
Sheriff, come on, take a look.
Come on.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Look there. It's the kids.
And that there's your gold, Mr. Keaton.
Huh? The gold? Oh, it's true! Oh, goodness! We're saved! We're saved!
Get down, you goner. Get moving. I didn't steal no gold, I found it. You found yourself a jail.
Hey, Montana! If you got your own pot, it can be useful. I mean, if you gotta go into prison.
Why, you did.
No!
Let's go. Stop pushing. Gun ya.
Kid O'Hara,
Here's Mr. Wilson.
your bravery is an honor to this community. My compliments. Good boy.
Hey, bank robber. Ah, so it's true, is it? Well, you're gonna have to tell me all about it.
It was just us kids horsing around.
Well, Mackenzie, surely I needn't tell you that your loan has expired.
No. You missed no opportunity to remind me.
Well then, the documents are written up and only awaiting your signature.
No. You're a thief. A filcher. And I am not going to give up that land for a measly $4,500. And I've no intention of seeing hard-working people, whole families, evicted from their houses because of the likes of you. I do not intend being part of your high-handed schemes, Wilson.
I am not moved by your noble intentions. If you don't sign those documents, the sheriff will be glad to intervene.
That means Billy Tart, Crackers, and Louise will...
Change the law for you and go right ahead.
Mr. Keaton. Mr. Keaton, now that you got your gold again, please, grant me that loan. Just $4,500. Please. I'm begging you, Keaton, please.
What an ingenuous soul. You seem to forget that Keaton would need my okay. You ready to sign, Mackenzie?
Not quite. I ain't too sure as to how much you said you owed, Mr. Mackenzie.
$4,500, son.
Mr. Keaton, you're paying, you gotta pay us a reward that's up to how many dollars?
The reward is $5,000.
Then give Mr. Mackenzie the money. The kids give their approval.
Thank you, sir.
You old blunderer. You're an imbecile.
Hey, Wilson!
How's that?
Hooray! I can make a raspberry!
Up you go,
Hooray! I made it in class! Hey, kid! Okay, Tubbet, you got everybody's doggone permission. That's not what I meant. I was trying to say, long live the kid, the terror of the West.